Hey, Tommy, can we get into the Q&As? Because the questions are so juicy.
You want to get to the juicy question right away?
They're all juicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the juiciest, I think we both could say it's the juiciest of the questions.
Okay, we got this question from, do you want to read it, Tommy?
It's from Twitter. They want to be anonymous. She recently got engaged and is trying to figure out who should be her maid of honor. She has 2 best friends since elementary school. She struggled to choose. One lives across the country. The other one lives real close to her. Her mother and her fiance suggested they pick the friend that lives close because that person could help them. She agreed finally to do that, and she asked them for help, or I asked them to be the maid of honor, and they told them, I don't know. If I got to see. But if you want to ask someone else, go ahead. So she's very upset. She cried all night when she found out. So she's now wants to know, should she just tell her to kick rocks, or should she wait and see what she wants to do?
Okay, so the question comes from someone who's picking bridesmaids.
Yes,
and
just got proposed to.
She just got proposed to.
Yes.
And it came down between her best friend who lives miles far away.
It didn't come down. She has 2 best friends since elementary school. One lives across the country, and the other one lives close by.
It came down to 2 best friends, one that lives miles across country, and the other one lives close by.
Yes.
So her family said, you know what? You should choose the one that lives close by. That's my advice.
And the husband and her future husband.
I say the same thing. The person that's going to be closest to you is the one that is going to be able to get to help you the
Happy
most.
ending, great story, right? But then here comes the wrench.
She asked her. And she said she didn't want to be the bridesmaid.
I don't know. I got to see.
You should probably pick somebody else.
But if you want, you should pick someone else.
Okay, so
her question is, should she let her take the time to figure out what she wants to do it, or should she just say, listen, if you don't want to fucking be, if it's something you got to think about, then I'll find someone else.
Well, the answer,
the other friend never comes back into the story, so she kind of throws you off with that.
No, girl, this is what's going on, and I know you're remaining anonymous, so I'm going to call you Sally.
Sally.
Or I can call you Betty Bride.
Betty Bride.
Yeah. I'm going to call you Betty Bride, okay?
Okay.
So, Betty, when your girlfriend said, I don't know, maybe you should probably pick someone else, that was her way of saying, I can't do it.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you why that happened to me, and I was totally okay with it. My cousin Zeba.
Okay, but I know what you're going to say. It doesn't necessarily mean everybody fits into that box, but you're giving go ahead.
Her daughters were my bride.
Girls.
Her daughters were our flower girls.
Yes.
And my cousin Zeba and I are so close. We talk all the time, and she's always going to be so close. We're going to be so close. But she was just like, oh, I'll do anything in the world for you. I just don't want to be a bridesmaid. I don't want the responsibility. It's going to freak me out. I'm not going to be able to enjoy this wedding.
But that's different because we're on the TV aspect. There's a lot more responsibility. Like I had friends.
She didn't want to be.
The guy, Craig, who was going to be my best man, called me in a fucking sweat when the wedding was approaching, telling me, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm so nervous. I fucking hate it. I'm sweating. So that's a totally different animal. But I do think that some people will say that, I have a lot going on or whatever. If, I might know you, this said person might be a high maintenance person. And it might be like, oh, if I'm going to get married, like I know you since elementary school, you might be a little bit of a pain in the ass. And I got, kids, I got a lot of things going on. I can't give you the attention that I know that you're going to require. I'm not saying that's what happened.
I'm saying so negative the way that you're being.
And I feel bad too because she's a listener. She likes us. So I want to be on her side, but I don't know, man. I got to speak to this other person. They might be like, yo, man, she's going to be a bridezilla, bro. And I'm going to hide under my bed. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, you can take it down a notch because I don't think like you and I don't agree with you.
Okay.
I think that what I'm saying, if you let me tell you my point, when your friend said, because she's asking us a specific question, Betty Bride wants to know, should I ask her to still be it? And if she had time to think about it? No, don't ask her if she had time to think about it. She already said no in a nice way.
Yeah, now you're just
She
pushing
already
it.
told you no.
Yeah.
And you know what? Her reasons have nothing to do with hurting your feelings, because it says here that you cried all night. Don't need to cry all night. The reason why your best friend said that she wasn't sure she wants to be a bridesmaid has more to do with her. She's probably been a bridesmaid. It costs a lot of money to be a bridesmaid. Sometimes you're financially responsible
this is bridesmaid.
for being.
This is maid of honor. It's a lot. It's not the same.
Hold on. Okay.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Okay. I'm going to change my word to the match you.
It's not the same.
There's a reason she doesn't want the responsibility of being a maid of honor. It costs money. It costs, sometimes you have to put your credit card down for the bachelorette party. Sometimes you have to be financially responsible for putting you're on, it's a lot is on you. And the dress and the expense and the time and the speech and all of the focus. Your best friend is probably freaking out about all the stuff that it would take to be the best bridesmaid that you deserve. And like, it might be financial because it's definitely expensive. It might be the eye being on her, the focus of her being the bridesmaid. That's a lot of pressure. It might be the speech that she has to give at the wedding reception. It's so much that she can't handle that she's just saying, I can't handle it.
I think
you should have a talk with your friend and say, hey, you know what? I love you. We're always going to be friends. I want to understand the reason why you're not going to be my bridesmaid, and it's all good. But I do think that we should clear the air and make sure that I understand the reason why you're not comfortable with it, because it is a big thing to ask someone. And it's like asking someone to be like godparents. Like, they might say, no, I don't know what happens if like something happens to you guys. I don't want to be responsible.
Yeah.
So like, I think that, just find the right fit. And these days bridesmaids are like almost becoming a cliche of like people that you stop being friends with after the wedding. Okay. It's like a sorority. It's like you just
congratulations though. Have fun. It sounds like it's gonna be a great party. You're never gonna talk to any of these people.
It's one of the first times you're like kind of figuring out where you stand with your friendships.
Yeah. Well, the next question.
Good luck, girl. Please let us know.
Yes, from
and does she listen to the podcast too, your girlfriend, you think? Let us know that too.